Welcome to Pro. There's another news article I think we should discuss. I live in Spain, and Africa is relatively close. I live here, and across this little blue line is Africa. So it's really, really close. So if you're in the United States, I don't know if these news articles are as prominent as they are here in Europe because I have to give Spanish news a lot of credit because they've been doing their part in covering the story in the newspapers and on television, which is a good thing. People need to be aware, and also it opens their heart to charity and helping out when they can. So that's also a good thing. Uh, Doctors are alert in Spain, and they have a little extra knowledge and training, and they're helping and working with WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and Doctors Without Borders. So we want to support those guys. Now, the cycling world is cognizant of some of the issues that have been going on in places like the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is that little green area down here. And that country's been going through some turmoil. But more importantly, Buffalo Bicycle is a company that has recognized a robust bicycle is one of the best ways to get around. Now, we appreciate our gravel bikes, and we know how a good, robust frame, some tough tires, and a proper gearing can get you around. And it's the same thing with Buffalo Bikes. And I will leave a link to Buffalo Bikes because they are really doing a great job. Now, it's more than just giving a little money to a bicycle company. What this bicycle company does is provide bicycles to impoverished people that wouldn't be able to have one otherwise. And this also helps healthcare workers who are currently working on the Ebola epidemic. These bicycles are valuable transportation for healthcare workers. So we want to do our part, and the cycling world is doing their part, and I'm very proud of that. That's a great thing. Currently, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo is the second largest outbreak ever recorded. June 12th, 2019, press release, U.S. Centers for Disease Control, CDC, I'll leave a link. And here's a quote. We are currently activating the Emergency Operations Center at the CDC headquarters to provide enhanced operational support to our expanded Ebola response team in DRC, Democratic Republic Congo. That's that guy down there. Okay, and their objective is to contain and end this epidemic. Now, WHO, again, World Health Organization, responded April 25th, 2019. Notable escalation of security incidents, attacks on hospitals by armed militia, and a particular doctor was killed, and he was he was a very important doctor, and he was killed. And I will leave a link to the story. The European Union, has been responding in the way of sending money and doctors, but security is a really big problem. Now, as of May 23rd, WHO confirms 1,367 confirmed cases and 885 mortalities. Now, Uganda's next door, and Uganda is now affected, according to Doctors Without Borders. And according to Doctors Without Borders, Uganda has 2,071 cases and 1,396 deaths, and I will leave a link to Doctors Without Borders on this issue. In Uganda, 12 cases as of May 27th, and containment is not totally confirmed. 67.4% of the cases have been confirmed mortal, and often with lifelong symptoms, which we'll talk about. On June 11th, WHO confirmed the death of a 5-year-old child who had traveled to DRC for her grandfather's funeral. Public health response from November 28th, 2018 in Uganda has vaccinated frontline workers at risk. To date, 4,699 frontline workers in 165 health clinics have been vaccinated. And there is a case in Sweden, which I will leave a link for because some people are denying it. It is an airborne disease, so if you have it and you get onto an airplane, well, I don't even want to go there. Okay, let's talk a little bit about, what is Ebola? Ebola is a rare and deadly disease commonly affecting people and primates. Ebola was discovered in 1976 near the Ebola River in what is today the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Ebola spreads to people by contact with bodily fluids, and this can happen when a person touches infected fluids or objects. The virus can enter through broken skin or mucous membranes in the eyes, nose, or mouth, and sexual contact also spreads it. Ebola survivors may experience side effects such as tiredness, muscle aches, eye and vision problems, stomach pain, as well as a stigma when re-entering their environment and their families and communities. So those are all side effects. Now, we can do a little bit by supporting organizations like Doctors Without Borders, and of course, we want to support Buffalo Bicycle, and I will leave a link, and please check them because they are really a fantastic outfit. I'm going to run along. Thank you very much for watching.